The Memorial Coliseum, Wilson and West Albany warming up for tonight's championship game, which is about 15 minutes away. For more on these two teams and what to expect tonight, here's Ron Carlson with a championship preview.
It'll be the top guns of Wilson against the fastest guns in the state, 5th-ranked West Albany. The #1 Trojans are undefeated, but to claim their 3rd state crown in 7 years, they'll have to diffuse the speed and the pressure of the Bulldog attack.
I don't know how much their legs there, how many legs they have left, but it'll be legs against legs. We've run into teams like that before. Benson plays like that, so we'll see.
The key to breaking up the Bulldogs will rest largely with the little general, 5'11" guard Damon Stoudemire. He's a superb ball handler. Add to that his quickness, and he can drive past anybody. But you can't just sit back and wait for Damon to shift into drive. If you do, he'll park it and fire away from three-point land. Wilson has more firepower in the forward position with 6'3" junior Aaron McKinney. He showed his quickness against Sheldon last night, coming up with 4 steals and leading the Trojans with 23 points. The rest of Wilson's attack will come primarily from 6'6" center DeRay Thirdgill, a tough inside player who really puts on his hard hat for each game. And from Brett McConnell, a 6'4" forward who can hit his share of three-pointers too. Last night he led the Trojans with 3 of them. Since the opening tip-off this season, the Trojans have held on to their #1 ranking. Now just the Bulldogs can keep them from finishing as the top dogs. And you can be sure West Albany will dog the Trojans all night. They play the Loyola Marymount style of pedal-to-the-metal offense and defense. With Coach Dean Roberts instilling the wide-open style of play last season, the Bulldogs have bowled over teams who aren't ready to run at all times. So far, they've averaged 94 points per game in the tournament. Leading scorer J.D. Vetter says there's only one way to describe it.
It's radical, man.
Vetter is the leading go-getter on the Bulldog Blitzkrieg. Last night against Tigard, he treed the Tigers with an impressive double-double, 15 rebounds and 37 points. For the tournament so far, J.D. is averaging nearly 28 points per game. Vetter's shooting partner is Tyson Grum. The 6-foot senior forward is averaging more than 20 points per game for the tournament. Like Vetter, Grum is just as happy to take a three-pointer as he is a layup. The Bulldogs broke a tournament record by taking 28 threes against Tigard last night and tied a tourney record by hitting 10 of them. West Albany is a team that's burned a lot of rubber this season, and tonight they're hoping to have enough tread left to leave Wilson in their tracks. I'm Ron Carlson with a championship preview.
All right, Ron, thank you very much. Two great teams warming up for tonight's state championship battle, Wilson and West Albany. We'll have more pregame action after a quick break.
Wilson has been here before. They've won several state championships. I'd hesitate to pick a winner, however, but I hope it'll be a great game. And if I had to pick a sentimental winner, it'd probably be West Albany for the reasons I've cited. But I don't think you could say that Wilson would not win. I think it's going to be a fine game.
Enjoy the game.
Thanks, Steve. Thanks for all you do for high school sports.
Okay, thank you. Don Peterson of the OSAA, back with more after a quick timeout.
Standing out here, how you doing inside?
Well, I'm churning up inside.
What'd you tell your players?
Just told them that my expectations were the same as always. Play hard, have fun, give me their best effort. If that's good enough to win, great. If it's not, I still love them, and they're the best bunch of guys I've ever coached.
An exciting moment, obviously, for West Albany basketball, your first time ever in the finals.
Yeah, it really is. Win or lose, it's the best finish in Albany history, and that'll be great.
Got enough tread left on those shoes after all the running you've done?
Well, I think so. We've gotten a few new pairs over the course of the season, but I hope they got enough left on there to go one more time.
Thanks for joining us, Dean. All the best to you tonight. Now we turn to the veteran who's been here many times before. 3rd final in the last 4 years. Dick, does it ever get old hat to you?
No, it's never old hat. It's great to be here again. You know, like Dave said, it's great just to be here. First time, second or third, doesn't matter.
We talked about this last night. You faced a little bit of pressure before going up against Benson, so your club is a little bit prepared for what they'll face tonight.
I think it is. They do a little better job, I think, of executing against some bigger kids, but it's similar, very similar.
Got a couple kids, though, who are great ball handlers. I think of Damon right away and also McKinney. They both do a great job for you.
That hopefully is going to help us. You know, they run up and down this court so fast that we can eat the ball handlers tonight because I've been watching them, and I tell you, they tear up and down this court.
Good to see you again, Dick. All the best to you tonight. Thanks very much. Steve?
All right, Ron, thank you very much. It promises to be a wild one. Wilson and West Albany coming up. We'll be back.
KATU Channel 2 Sports exclusive coverage of the OSAA U.S. Bank Boys Class 4A State Basketball Championship continues with live coverage of the final championship game. U.S. Bank is proud to bring you the 1991 Girls and Boys OSAA U.S. Bank High School Basketball Championship Tournaments. U.S. Bank is the sole sponsor of these championship games.
Let's go over to public address announcer Larry Sellers for the introductions of tonight's two teams.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the OSAA U.S. Bank Class 4A Boys State High School Basketball Tournament. A reminder to everyone in attendance that sportsmanship is a very important part of high school activities. Playing for the championship this year, the West Albany Bulldogs, #1 team in the Valley League, and the Wilson Trojans, #1 team in the Portland Interscholastic League. Introducing the visiting team in this game, the West Albany Bulldogs, whose roster appears on page 24 of this year's official tournament book. #12, a 5'10" senior, Jeremy Wade. #20, a 6-foot junior, Josh Rebel. #22, a 5'11" sophomore, Tim Sissel. #24, a 5'8" senior, Chad Christensen. #34, a 6'3" senior, Eric Aspengren. #41, a 6'3" junior, Travis Gelbrich. #44, a 6'3" junior, Eric Blickenstaff. And now the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. At forward, a 6-foot senior, #32, Tyson Grum. At forward, a 6'4" senior, #40, Justin Labart. At center, a 6'4" senior, #42, Spencer Barron. At guard, a 6'2" junior, #5, J.D. Vetter. And at guard, #14, a 5'8" senior, Terry Caw. The head coach of West Albany is Dean Roberts, assisted by Dennis Rector, Everett Hartman, and Steve Roth. And now introducing the Wilson Trojans, whose roster appears on page 8. #14, a 6'1" senior, Conley Oliver. #22, a 5'10" senior, Nate Croshaw. #32, a 6-foot senior, Brian Tacker. #40, a 6'2" senior, Chris Leitzel. #44, a 6'8" junior, James Smith. #52, a 6'6" junior, Peter Brent. #54, a 6-foot senior, Damian Smith. And And the starting lineup for the Trojans. At forward, a 6'3" junior, number 30, Aaron McKinney. At forward, 6'4", a junior, number 42, Brett McConnell. The center, a 6'6" senior, number 50, DeRay Thirdgill. Starting at guard, 6'1", a senior, number 12, Darrell Hunt. And at guard, a 5'11" senior, number 20, Damon Stoudemire. The head coach of Wilson is Dick Beachell, assisted by Jack Bertel, James Combs, and Vernon Baker.
It's the one we've been waiting for, Wilson and West Albany for the state championship. We'll be back. There are two officials for tonight's championship game, Bob McAllister and Dave Farron. A happy pair. They're ready to go.
Yeah, Steve, I went to school with Dave up at Pacific Lutheran. He wanted me to get that plug in.
Starting lineups for Wilson: Darrell Hunt, Damon Stoudemire, DeRay Thirdgill, Brett McConnell, and Aaron McKinney. For West Albany, Cow, Drum, Barrett, Labhart, and Vetter. And these guys will get it going. This is about the only time you'll see these two teams standing still.
Well, for some of you older folks, it's a little bit reminiscent of 1972 when Baker came out here with their crew cuts and took on the Jefferson Democrats.
DeRay Thirdgill and J.D. Vetter. And we are underway. Wilson controls the break. Damon Stoudemire.
Basketball number 20, Damon Stoudemire.
Terry Cobb. Rebound, Vetter. Block, Wilson. McConnell rebounds. The Trojans quickly up the court. Thirdgill. Inside. Barrett. West Albany now with their first bucket and down 4-2, and Wilson has come out smoking.
Throw away your address books because these guys are really moving.
Stoudemire.
The first 5 or 6 baskets aren't going to make a lot of difference in this game. We're going to see 100 points probably scored by both teams, so we can relax for a little while.
Vetter for 3. Rebound, Wilson. DeRay Thirdgill. Being pressured in the backcourt. This is West Albany's game. They'll do it all game long. Out to Stoudemire. Damon. Pump fake. 8-2. The #1 ranked Trojans. Quickly out of the gates. Terry Cobb. And the foul.
Well, that's exactly the thing that Wilson has to be careful of. I really believe they're not used to playing a lot of kids. And if they could get in foul trouble here, it's going to obviously play to the advantage of the Bulldogs.
I think that's a good point, Ken. You look at how often Coach Beachell has used his subs, and it's very little. All he's gotten out of scoring from his bench in the last 2 ball games has been 3 points in each game.
Well, that's exactly right. Of course, DeRay Thirdgill's gotten foul trouble almost every ball game, but Stoudemire has a tendency to do the reaching like he just did here, and I think he's going to have to be very careful.
Terry Caw at the line. Makes his first.
Was there anybody's question in anybody's mind that Wilson would run with these guys?
Terry with both free throws. Wilson still up 8-4. Full court pressure by West Albany. Thirdgill. Pressured by West Albany. McKinney in the lane. Tries to hit Stoudemire. Nice defense by West Albany. But Wilson will keep the ball under their own hoop. Just underway, 8-4. Trojans out on top quickly. Stoudemire out on top. Darrell Hunt to the hoop.
Now, it's similar to last night's game, too. You remember Tiger got off to a quick start on West Albany. And
Terry Caw.
Then the pace of the game started catching up with him later on in the ball game.
Well, you notice that David Stoudemire swiped at that ball again as he came by. This time he got a piece of the ball, but he's going to have to be very careful.
J.D. Vetter working on Brett McConnell. Vetter short. McConnell rebound. And here come the Trojans. Stoudemire Pulls up for 5. Battle for the rebound. McKinney. A whistle and a foul inside on number 42, West Albany, Spencer Barrett.
Well, I know in talking to a number of coaches the last couple of days in the stands, been some question about whether West Albany would still have the legs to be able to make those three-pointers during Saturday night. And so far, they have not.
Third Gill with the offensive rebound. West Albany a little over-anxious. Labhart couldn't pull it down, and Wilson will keep the ball. Up 10-4. Inside Hunt to Third Gill.
Number 50, Jermaine Third Gill.
Look out, steal. Wilson, McKinney to the hoop. Rebound, West Albany. And it's Wilson pressuring. McKinney with the steal and the bucket.
Boy, they're giving him some of their own pressure right back here now on the inbound balls.
Barrett. And they call a block. Boy, two big guys hitting the deck. The foul's on DeRay Third Gill, and it is Wilson with the pressure early.
I think that is one area of big concern, though, for Dick Beachel, is Third Gill getting in trouble. As you mentioned already, Coach, if he goes out with foul trouble, that's a big hole for Wilson to have to fill. He's 6'6" in there, plugs up a lot inside.
McConnell knocks it out of bounds. 14-4 Wilson. 5:32 left to play first quarter.
Well, I'll just tell you this. There are 3 Wilson kids already holding their side, so.
J.D. Vetter out on top. Terry Carr trying to work the ball inside. They can't find anybody open.
This is the longest I've ever seen West Albany take to get a shot off right here.
Vetter gets a good pick from Barrett. Can't do anything about it. Good defense by Wilson.
Starting to get impatient.
Labhart inside. The ball's loose. Barrett in and out. Off to Ray Third Gill. And it'll be West Albany ball. Already the intensity is peaking inside. They are really going at it. 14-4 Wilson.
Well, every time Wilson can force West Albany to take this much time offensively, it's going to be to their advantage.
Tyson Drum for 3. And that's his shot. McKinney. McConnell. There's that full court pressure by West Albany.
Grum has hit 11 three-pointers in the tournament now.
McKinney. I think he heard a timeout. The official heard a timeout call, so he blew his whistle.
Inadvertent whistle. Wilson's ball on the side.
Inadvertent whistle. And Wilson will inbound the ball. To Damon Stoudemire. Darrell Hunt. McConnell for 3. Rebound West Albany. Tyson Drum. Here come the Bulldogs. Terry Carr going to the hoop. Offensive foul on Terry Carr. And Wilson with the ball. And a 14-7 lead.
You got a feel for Bob McAllister, who's down on the baseline, the official. He had to referee West Albany last night.
Wow.
Here he is out here again having to run around with him.
McKinney.
Number 30, Aaron McKinney.
16-7 Wilson. This is Terry Carr with the ball. Tyson Drum. Working against Darrell Hunt.
Oh.
Rebound West Albany. Barrett.
He's working hard on the board so far.
Why, what a battle between Barrett and DeRay Third Gill. They're really going at it. And here's Stoudemire. No better guy to break that full court pressure than Damon Stoudemire, considered by most as the top guard in the state of Oregon.
I don't think there's much doubt about it that Damon's the premier player in the state this year.
We have a whistle and a timeout. Wilson. Trojans lead 16-9.
If your next appliance purchase is going to be a washer or dryer, remember these 2 names, Whirlpool and Smith's. Whirlpool super capacity laundry products are made with quality you can count on today. From the dependable and durable components inside to the convenient and timely touches outside. Smith's offers you low prices on a large selection of Whirlpool products, as well as long-term deferred financing and next-day delivery. So if your next purchase is a washer or dryer, remember these two names, Whirlpool and Smith's.
Every year, students from all over Oregon gather together in the spirit of friendly competition. It's an opportunity for them to learn things like respect for authority, gentlemanly conduct, sensitivity. U.S. Bank is proud to sponsor the OSAA U.S. Bank State High School Championships, and we're happy to be contributing to Oregon's future leadership.
There is no doubt that you will see a lot of points scored tonight. West Albany has scored 100 points or more 9 different times this year. They scored 125 against Sprague. You see DeRay Third-Gill with the jam, and Wilson has scored 100 points or more 8 different times this year. So both teams can fill it up. West Albany enters the game with a 21-3 record. As you take a look at Dick Beachel, his Wilson club unbeaten and ranked #1 at 25-0. Damon Stoudemire beats the double team, penetrates. Third-Gill can't get the shot up. Rebound, West Albany, Barrett. Number 12 into the West Albany attack, and that's Jeremy Wade with a quick bucket.
See, this is the difference in West Albany. Now they're going to come at you with some different players.
5-second violation. Brett McConnell couldn't get the ball in time, and there's that West Albany pressure.
And this is what happened to Tiger last night. They burst out to a quick lead early, but the pressure just keeps coming and coming. As you look at Coach Roberts over there, excited about the way his team is coming back into this one.
Of course, Dean was all-tournament on the all-tournament team with Corvallis about 1970 when they won the state championship under Glenn Kinney, unbeaten. Dean, a member of the first team all-tournament team. And we have a whistle and a foul.
Foul on 42 is Spencer Barrett. Second foul on Barrett. Team foul.
Fouls on Barrett, his second personal.
Number 44.
And they take him out and replace him with number 44, Eric Blickenstaff.
Well,
so Barrett to the bench with early foul trouble.
Well, this is about the normal substitution pattern, though, for Coach Roberts. He starts substituting about 4 minutes into the first quarter.
Good pressure again.
Stoudemire having trouble, but he keeps his poise and hits McConnell. Back to Damon. He loves that shot, but can't get it off. McKinney all alone. He'll take it to the hoop. Draws the foul. Fouls on number 40, West Albany, Justin Labhart.
Now Wilson showing their quickness too, which makes it harder for West Albany to pull off their pressure defense when you're up against a quick team like Wilson has. And Aaron McKinney and Damon Stoudemire definitely some of the quicker players on the court right now, and they can beat some of that pressure with their quick moves.
What a turnaround for West Albany, Coach. And that 2 years ago, they won 2 ball games all year. In their first 6 seasons under Coach Dean Roberts, they were 38-73. And suddenly this pressure game kicked in this year.
Well, it has. Of course, he's got some fine players to do it with, but it was obviously a good decision for him, and it's worked out really well.
Vetter with the offensive rebound. Can't get the bucket to go, but he's fouled.
I really don't think the first 5 or 6 minutes of this game is nearly as important as to what occurs as it was in most games, because there are going to be so many points scored.
Watch Vetter work here on the offensive boards. Jeremy Wade can't get his jump shot to go, but here comes Vetter. Scored 37 points last night against Tiger, and he is a player.
Take a look at this kid now as we get a shot of him at the free throw line, if we get a tight shot. We have a camera down there. Let's take a look at J.D. Vetter up close if we can. You guys tell me if it's just me, or do you think he looks like a young Tom Cruise? What do you think?
Well, he does have some of those characteristics.
And he's their top gun, too, isn't he?
Yes, he is. I tell you, he plays hard. They all play hard, but J.D. is the epitome.
18-13, Wilson up on top by 5. Stoudemire, free throw line jumper. Offensive rebound, Third-Gill. And a battle for the rebound, and a whistle, and a foul.
That's 2.
Yeah, you got to watch it
Damon
now.
Stoudemire.
I think Coach Roberts, if I was him, I'd be willing to give up 2 baskets for every foul you could get on one of the Wilson players.
The starters especially. Is that, yeah,
that's
well,
exactly
that's all
right.
they play. Right, yeah.
Because you get the 3rd, 4th quarters, if they're not there any longer, things are going to go your way.
Jeremy Wade working on Stoudemire. Inside, that's Vetter from 5 feet. And here comes West Albany, down now by just 3. They were down by 10 early first quarter. McKinney up to Stoudemire. Oh, stolen by Wade. To Vetter, breakaway. Whistle and a foul on Aaron McKinney.
And again, we see him forcing fouls, and that's what they've done to every team in this tournament. As we take a look at what happened on this last exchange, Vetter coming in and getting fouled by McKinney, but it's amazing with the pressure that they put on that these guys don't get into foul trouble. It's always the opposition. They play so controlled, and yet it's such a zany style with all their pressure.
Well, they force the other team to be in a lot of defensive situations they're not used to. I mean, over and over and over, you're in 3-on-1s, 2-on-1s, 3-on-2 situations where you're trying to defend against these people flying at you. You're not used to doing that so often.
Vetter makes his first. And his second. And West Albany crawls within 1 at 18-17. More full court pressure. Stoudemire, double team to McConnell. Up to McKinney. Stoudemire, nice pass to Third-Gill. Rebound, West Albany.
Wilson's got to hit those easy little 5-6 foot jumpers.
Grum. And West Albany has taken its first lead of the game at 19-18. Stoudemire working on Jeremy Wade. Wade talking to him, and Stoudemire answers. And quickly, West Albany up the court. Tyson Grum inside. The shot doesn't go. Battle for the rebound, and Wilson comes out with it. Stoudemire long to McConnell. He goes to the hoop. Third-Gill with the rebound and the foul.
Nice effort on that.
J.D. Vetter is really tired out there, as are some of those other players. What a pace.
The foul's on Eric Blickenstaff. You see the action under the hoop. McConnell with the miss. Third-Gill in great position, and Blickenstaff with the foul. So DeRay at the free throw line trying to complete a three-point play. 1:13 left to play first quarter. Wilson 22, West Albany 19. And it stays that way. Rebound Blickenstaff, and here comes Wade. Wade to the hoop. Rebound Blickenstaff, and the bucket.
Nice effort.
Number 44, Eric Blickenstaff.
Long out to Stoudemire, and he'll take it to the hoop. Reverse. And here we go, 24-21 Wilson. Jeremy Wade. Rebound, West Albany. Shot doesn't go, and DeRay Third-Gill sweeps the boards. Out to Stoudemire, Darrell Hunt.
Number 12, Darrell Hunt.
And Wilson back with a spurt. Long pass down to Grum. West Albany working the ball. 24 in for West Albany. Is Chad Christensen. The ball knocked away. Stoudemire controls. Wilson not afraid to run. Damon pulls up from 8. Rebound McKinney. Rebound now West Albany. Tyson Grum to Christensen.
7 seconds in the quarter. They need to get one up here. You have to believe they will.
Labhart passes. Grum blocked. Stoudemire, and the first quarter is over. We've completed 8 minutes of play. Wilson 26, West Albany 21.
Diet Cola. Diet Cola.
What's it like to break the mold? Taste the cold of Diet 7-Up.
Taste the cold. Taste the cold.
Feel it take you a few degrees away from the everyday. Diet 7-Up with NutraSweet. Break the ice.
Attention Dodge buyers, attention Chevrolet buyers. For the next 8 days only, Ron Tonkin Dodge and Ron Tonkin Chevrolet Geo offer you below market financing of 8.8%.
That's 8 days of 8.8 financing. Get 8.8 on Caravan, Dakota, Shadow, and Stealth.
Get 8.8 on Geostorm and Metro, Cavalier, Beretta, and all tough Chevy trucks.
Come to Ron Tonkin Dodge
and Ron Tonkin Chevrolet Geo for 8 days of 8.8.
Add a little power to your profits. Rent from Power Rents, where the difference is service. For construction, for industry, only Power Rents gives you tons of the brand new big name equipment you need to tear through tough jobs fast. Only Power Rents gives you 3 locations. One stop does it. And only Power Rents gives you 24-hour radio dispatch service. With Power Rents, there's no such thing as an emergency. Put a little power in your profits. Rent from Power Rents, where the difference is service.
And we're back at the Coliseum. We've completed 1 quarter of play, and here you get a good look at Damon Stoudemire at what he does best. Off the break, beautiful reverse for 2. And Wilson leads 26-21.
10 points for Damon in the first quarter, Steve. He had an excellent first quarter, did a great job of breaking the pressure that West Albany likes to put on everybody.
Okay, West Albany with the ball, down by 5. J.D. Vetter with the ball, working against Brett McConnell. Wants to go to the hoop, pulls up to 12. In and out. Rebound Wilson. Brett McConnell, solid player.
Ooh, little traveling music there.
Got away with it.
Yes, he did.
There's Stoudemire again. Nice pass inside. McKinney can't get it to go. Battling for the rebound. They're on the floor.
There's the 3 seconds
we have a 3-second violation inside.
3 seconds in the game. Well, Wilson has made their first substitution here at the quarter.
Brian Tacker.
Brian Tacker just came in for Darrell Hunt. Also interested to see how Wilson will use their timeouts. I noticed the first quarter they used one right about the middle of the quarter, and they may try to do that each quarter, use up their 4.
J.D. Vetter working hard against Brett McConnell. Inside, nice pass. Woo, rejected, blocked, out of bounds. Aaron McKinney.
Wilson's very tough down there in the paint. When you got Thurgill and McKinney in there, the way they can leap and block shots, it's pretty tough to get your points from inside.
Christensen, pass intercepted. That's Damon Stoudemire. Another break. Nice pass to McConnell. Wow.
Boy, he had J.D. Vetter believing he was going up with the shot on that.
28-21, Wilson. 3-pointer, no good by Spencer Barrett. Battle for the rebound in the corner. Stoudemire saves. Great play.
3-on-1.
Aaron McKinney. And he gets it to go. What a great play by Stoudemire down in the corner. He's doing it all. Chad Christensen. Battle for the boards. That's Vetter inside.
Oh.
And West Albany has gone cold. And here comes Wilson again. McKinney to the hoop. Boy, they're making it look easy. 32-21. Trojans up by 11. Terry Carr. Back out Christensen. Inside. 2 points. Spencer Barrett. But here comes Wilson. Stoudemire. And the foul.
West Albany is looking slow on defense on the press now.
Yeah, they're not even getting the press into effect.
And Wilson's beating it with just a quick outlet pass to Stoudemire. All he's doing is breaking long like on a fly pattern in football, and they're just leading him out there, and it's a great way to break this press.
The foul on Spencer Barrett. We have a timeout. 34-23. Wilson on top.
Subway bakes my bread up fresh, and that's my way. My way. I get a combo seafood club the best way. My way. Subway. You leave my sub in front of me, just the way it ought to be. It's fresh, it's hot. I know I got it. My way. Subway. My way. Subway.
You can win a road trip to L.A. with the Blazers. Enter as often as you like at Subway.
Calumet Farm in Kentucky has produced more legendary racehorses than any other stable. Whirlaway, Citation, Alidar. When excellence becomes a tradition, there's no end to the greatness. And it doesn't happen only in horse racing. Ford has set the pace in the auto industry from the outset. And with billions of dollars invested in models like our new Crown Victoria and Grand Marquis, we're going to stay out in front. Ford Motor Company.
34-23, Wilson on top in the second quarter. And look who's here. A good shot at Jerome Kersey. And that's who they're cheering for. Jerome's in the big board at the Coliseum. And everybody saw him. And they went crazy. Nice to see Jerome here. And he's watching a good ball game.
He thinks he's at a Denver Nugget game, though.
That's right.
Yeah. Wonder which car he drove tonight. Porsche, Mercedes, he's got quite a collection.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but what a great quarter and a half for Damon Stoudemire.
Yeah, he's just been sensational.
I don't think there's a player in the state that can do what he's doing against West Albany.
There's no question about that. But, Damon is putting on a show.
35-23, Wilson up by 12. Tyson Brum behind the back pass, stolen by Wilson, and here comes Stoudemire. Long pass, and good. Number 22, Nate Crawshaw.
Damon just avoided his third foul somehow.
Long bomb.
Labhart.
By Justin Labhart. Boy, where'd that come from? 37-26. Oh, turnover.
Well, Justin's nailed a few from out there, and I think that's one of the things that amazed people a little bit is that here comes Labhart out here and Spencer Burton. They take those threes. They're not supposed to do that, but they make them.
Tacker with the turnover. West Albany with the ball. Rebound. Guess who? Damon Stoudemire. Loses the ball.
Got away with another one.
And he gets it up to third gill.
I don't know if he got the first down or not, but I know that he got the ball back for his team.
Nice pass inside, and Tacker can't hang on. Back-to-back turnovers on Brian Tacker. And West Albany gets the ball back.
And we are seeing Dick Beecher go to his bench more often than we're used to seeing him do already, aren't we, Coach?
Definitely. Aaron McKinney just got about a 3-minute blow here, and see if he can come back in and get things rolling for him again.
Approaching the 5-minute mark, second quarter. West Albany in trouble against Wilson. Stolen. Out to Stoudemire on the breakaway.
And that's Crawshaw, who hasn't seen a whole lot of action in this tournament, coming up with the steal.
What a big play, and Stoudemire with another steal. And here comes Wilson again. McKinney. Is he going to shoot it? He wants to. He will. For three. Rebound, veteran, West Albany.
You know, it's amazing to see West Albany get a little bit of their own medicine here so far. They're facing a team that's probably a lot quicker than they're used to having to defend.
And Wilson has kept right up with them. In fact, they've even pressured West Albany, but the Bulldogs with the steal. Tyson Brum, a little frustrated on the shot. West Albany has gone cold. Crawshaw with the rebound.
Well, the West Albany kids are definitely not as fresh as they were last night.
No, they look slow getting back.
And they're a little frustrated. When this style doesn't work, it's got to be tough.
That's the Denver Nuggets.
McKinney, 41-26. Wilson's lead is 15. Another loose ball, and we have a foul.
It's on the West Albany player.
Foul on Tyson Brum.
They tried to hold him off and couldn't do it.
The foul is on Brum. And Wilson will set up down at the other end of the court and shoot 1-and-1. There you see him.
West Albany, Tyson Brum is first.
You know, this kind of a game plan for West Albany is really tough to execute when you're behind, I would think. Frustration has to come into play.
Well, we'll find out. To be very honest, I haven't, been able to see them in this situation. They've been able to come out and dominate people pretty well.
Crawshaw can't get the free throw. West Albany rebounds. They're still working hard. Jeremy Wade blocked by Thurgill. Rebound Wilson.
Another factor, too, is that West Albany is not used to playing this many ball games back-to-back at this pace.
McKinney to the hoop. A whistle and a foul, offensive foul on Aaron McKinney.
That's his second. So even though they are a conditioned team, when you have to play this many games in a row like they've had to play in the tournament, they obviously haven't had to do that this year. That becomes a real factor.
Well, they're not sleeping in their own beds. The situation's a lot different. So it's a very emotionally, physically draining to come to this tournament.
Boy, another turnover forced by Nate Crawshaw. He has come in and really done a job off the Wilson bench, and that's what they need. Some help from their bench, and they're getting it right now.
He's only played 10 minutes in the tournament so far, and he's coming in here during showtime and doing a great job.
He's made some great plays. Well, there he is, number 22.
The thing about Nate is that actually he started most of the games this season, though, so it's just at the tournament that they came in with a little more quickness. He's an outstanding defensive player.
McKinney to Darrell Hunt. What a play.
Speaking of showtime, there was a dandy play right there.
And West Albany throws it away. Another Bulldog turnover. And they are frustrated. 43-26. Wilson up by 17. We're at 3:04 to play. Second quarter.
You know, all the talk coming into this ball game was about West Albany and could Wilson handle the pressure? Would they be able to keep up with them? Well, I think we're getting a very good answer to that right here with Wilson up by 17 and basically running the show right now.
Stoudemire banks it in. And he has had a phenomenal first half. Tim Sissel in for West Albany. Blickenstaff misses. Rebound. Labhart.
Justin Labhart.
Well, also, you'll notice we have not been mentioning the name J.D. Vetter very much. He's pretty much been negated here over the last few minutes of this game.
And the same thing with Grum, who is their next leading scorer. Both Vetter and Grum have been leading the show as far as West Albany is concerned.
Crawshaw and McKinney playing catch-up on top. Out to Damon Stoudemire. Right, they're getting a quick little breather right here into the half-court game. Oh, Stoudemire from long range. The three is no good. Rebound West Albany, Tyson Grum. Sissel. J.D. Vetter. Stoudemire on Vetter.
Nice move.
Intimidation by DeRay Third-Gill. Made him change his shot.
Okay, Damon, though, has come close to committing that third foul about 3 times.
But he's still playing hard, isn't he?
Still playing hard. I think West Albany's doing the right thing.